Hello all, welcome back. This is Roger and it's nice for you to be here, and we're about to do turn 1 of Dungeon Crusade. So I hope everyone's doing great today. Um, Real quick on this turn, I might get a little wordy for you just to explain the game and a couple of the mechanics in it, because there might be some people joining us who have never quite seen this. And so, it's important to me to give you all the information and explain some stuff. So I'll try to be quick though. Before we get into turn 1, we have to populate the minions in the dungeon. But I wanted to say last turn when Sir Brennus got that blessing of the angel, that was incredibly lucky to get the angel of vengeance. There's other angels in the game, but there's also despair cards that he could have got a despair card, which of course your prayers have not um, have been answered. Sorry for the glare. So to pull that angel of vengeance, that was that's a good start to the game. That was my point. Okay, so I'm sure we're going to get a couple more blessings during our playthrough. Okay, so if we look here, our minion population for this scenario was on 5. So we're going to go over here and see what minions are going to be in the dungeon at the start of the game. We go over here and we go to the level 1 minion deck. We'll give it a quick shuffle. And hopefully, you're learning about this game. So you'll kind of have a leg up when you get your edition. So let's put that there. The first minion that we're going to have to put in the dungeon is, these are pretty nasty because they can immobilize your hero, is the green. See that up here? Everything's color-coded for the minions, so you can keep track of their health and keep track of them. Green Shadow Dweller. And so this is how we populate. We're going to come over here again. I'm going to get my awesome dice tower thing by Joseph. I really enjoy this thing, Joseph, if you're listening. And just so you guys know, he is going to be making these for people. So if you would like one of these, I'm sure that you could get a hold of Joseph. I'll get the info, and you can get yourself one. So what we do is we grab the patrol route die. We're going to need this, and we're going to get into this later on. But this is the game mechanic that I came up with exclusively for Dungeon Crusade, where monsters move with unpredictable movement patterns. Okay, so when we are going to populate the minions, you grab a D8, and I'll explain this for you. We're going to get a D8, and we'll get the D6 too for right now. And let me explain, give you the lay of the land real quick. Notice these are spawn points. There's green ones that have numbers, and then there's regular spawn points here. And this is all tied into the patrol route system. But for right now, just know that there's green ones numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minions randomly show up. You never have to think for monsters in this game. The monsters will think for you. That's the real beauty of this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to see where the Shadow Dweller is going to show up. And I'm not going to be this wordy with the next one since you already know the mechanic. So we're going to roll a D8 and... Okay, see how 4 came up there? Quite simply, let's grab the miniature for the Shadow Dweller, which is up here. And then we're going to go over to 4. I'm trying not to knock over the thing so you can see all this. Hopefully you can see this. Right here, see 4? We're going to put the Shadow Dweller on 4. So you see, it's kind of random. You never know where these minions are going to show up. And remember, we're going to the spider lair. How fitting, right? Our 3 heroes are going up there, so we're going to be doing some combat more than likely with that. Let's go to the next monster. We have 4 more. I'm going to be much more quicker now. Okay, the Blackwood Prowler. And we're going to come back over here just like what we did. And we're going to see where the Blackwood Prowler shows up. 7. Okay, so he's way down here in the Well of Eternity. That's good. We're not going to have to deal with him for a while. So let's get the red. This is going to show you. See the red crystal there? See the red base? Matching. He's going to start out on 7. Let's go back over here. And the next one is Occultist of Zal, also red. I'm going to put that there. Come over here to the dice tower. The Dungeon Crusade dice tower. 8. Okay, she is going to go on 8. Let's get her miniature. And that is, an 8 is right here in the Ogre's Lair West. And her miniature is right up here. Now, hopefully this comes up, and I want to explain to you what happens if another spawn point comes up. That's totally fine, and I hope it does come up. Next one is an Orc Archer, blue. So let's go over here and see where he shows up. 7. Okay, perfect. I'm glad this came up. Notice how we have a, and this will be in the rules, of course, our Blackwood Prowlers on 7. Quite simply, you do this. You always position them at the 12 o'clock position. So like, see how this spawn point's already taken? Always go to the 12 o'clock position and put them there. Say another one would spawn. You'd go right next to them. You know, you go around, like, then you go clockwise around. So if that would be filled up, you go up this corridor. It's quite simple. And so lastly, our last minion that's going to show up is going to be a Wraith. You got to watch these things because they have Shadow Step and they can actually take an extra turn. Thus, they can escape the dungeon if they're a raiding minion. But all these minions start out as vagrants. And so let's see where the Wraith is going to show up. And 4. So, wow, right up where we're going to be. So remember that our Shadow Dweller up here is here. So, and what is that? That's the blue Wraith. See, blue base, Wraith. Remember, 12 o'clock position right above. And there's go. Now see how, real quick, see how there's a wall right here? You wouldn't go here because that's, of course, blocking. You would come around to the next open space, which would be here. So on and so forth. If that was taken, you'd go there. So I don't mean to get wordy, but I just, I want to teach you the game while we're doing this. Okay, so now our minions are populated. There's 5. And we're ready to start to play Dungeon Crusade. So the first thing that we're going to do is, oh, and here's something else I want to show you. I'm going to move this over. If you get this down, you're going to know the game. This is most of the game right here. This won't be the exact card, but I just did it for this little session report. There's 5 phases in Dungeon Crusade. Very simple. If you get this down, you're going to know most of the game. There's an Upkeep phase, Encounter phase, Guardian phase, Hero phase, Monster phase. These are very simple. Upkeep phase. We're going to place our initiative tokens on the hero cards. So this here is, it's actually one of my favorite things in the game, where we're going to look at our heroes. We're going to look out here in the dungeon and what we want to do. Well, we already established we're going to take Sir Brennus, Enwyn, and Zeke, and we're going to go up to the spider lair. So quite simply, we're going to take our initiative tokens. Let's get 1, 2, and 3. See? Other side is rally, and we're going to get into rallying. This is when you call out the heroes and you're going to fight together. Quite simply, we're going to do this. Sir Brennus is going to get 1. Initiative token 2 is going to go to Enwyn. Zeke is going to be 3. So we're going to set, and I already set these heroes up how I want, so we're going to take them that way. Meanwhile, we're going to take initiative tokens 4, 5, and 6, right here, and we are going to put them on, we'll give Halloum is going to have initiative token 4. We're going to give initiative token 5 to Faith, and Maheliak is going to get 6. Okay? And then just real quickly, we're not going to get into this, but you're going to unchannel any special ability cards. Channeling is like when you use a special ability, you turn it upside down. Upkeep, you turn it back up. It's ready to use again. You're going to test to see if any of your torches go out. Process any afflictions a hero may have. And that's only if you're bleeding or you're going to be losing essence if you are poisoned. Okay? So that's it. We're done. That's as simple as that is. That is upkeep. Next thing, encounter phase. Draw an encounter card from the encounter deck. Very simple. Sorry, I have our dice tray right here. And remember what I said during the setup? First card, we already know it's going to be like an interlude. You always put an interlude card on top. One of the heroes steps closer to the door to listen, as they are sure they saw a shadow under the cracks of the door. So this is just, like a primer. The heroes have just entered. They're in this, corridor here. And, one of the heroes have, maybe possibly seen something. So remember, these are just kind of like, they throttle the encounter deck. Also, while we're on this, let me explain. Think of encounters as micro, like mini adventures for one hero. You know, maybe like a flashback or something. So we're going to be getting into those um, next turn. You're going to start seeing there's what is it, 76 unique encounters, 86 with the interlude cards with unique art. So we're going to definitely have some fun with those. Okay, going right down, that's simply the encounter phase. That wasn't much, but we're going to see it next turn. Guardian phase, we're going to roll 1d20 and consult the Guardian spawn track. Remember how this started on 18? Simply, we're going to roll. If 18 comes up or higher, we're going to spawn a Guardian. And remember, there's 3 Guardians we have to kill on this quest table. So, we're going to grab the, come over here back to the dice tower. Okay, we're going to grab a d20 right here. And you can see it is a 4. No Guardian is going to spawn right now. So what do? We come over here to the Guardian track. We're going to move it down to 17. Think of this as a timer. Okay, that's how, Guardians are going to be, coming. Your hero's presence is not going to go unnoticed. Guardians are going to be showing up. All right, so I'm sorry, I have to stop this. I'm going to upload this for you. When we come back, the heroes are going to go. Yeah, we just talked about that. You lower the track, the hero phase, and then the monster phase. So it's going to get pretty fun. So I will be right back with you.